Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students, I am Sir Zishan over here in front of you, and I am teaching computer for class 7. You have a book in your syllabus that is called New Jump Start Computer 7. This is book 7. Harvard Publications. Have a look. This is your book, and I'm over here in your book, page number 5, chapter 1. Chapter 1 is about history and generations. All my dear students, first of all, you should know what do you mean by history. I am giving you a general knowledge about history. For example, your history. It means your father, the father of your father, and the father of his father, and so on, so on, so on. This step will go to Hazrat Adam alayhi salam. This is called the history of man. In the same way, we have a history for computer. Nowadays, the computer which you have at your school, college, university, or maybe at your home, it was not same as it is. Why? The man started counting in the very beginning, and the man was counting the things on the fingers. See, over here, look at the fingers like that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc., etc. He used his first hand, then he used his other hand. How much they are? 15 over here, 15 over here, total 30. And maybe if you count for your fingers of your feet, but it doesn't solve the problem. Why? What he will do for the long calculations? If there are 200 or 300 objects, how he will count that? It's very difficult to count on the tips of the fingers. Of course, in the very beginning, the man was counting on the tips of the fingers, but that was not sufficient. So what happened? Counting history. In the very beginning, there were many problems which man was facing. Calculation was one of the major problem of that time. And remember that counting and calculations, yes, of course, it was a problem of that time, but nowadays it's still a problem. Every time we will have to calculate and count. If you go to market, if you go to school, if you go to any shopping center, etc., etc., you will have to count and calculate the things for paying the cost of the objects which you bought from the shop. How you will do that? You will have to count it. So, it was the problem of that time. and also the problem of this time. Man started to count things at his fingers tips. Then he started to count with the help of beads. But with the passage of time, man started to develop the calculating devices for solving arithmetic problems, and he has been getting utility from these devices. You see what happened? By the passage of time, the man tried his best to invent any machine, any calculating machine who can help him, and of course he got it. So see what happened. At present, man has invented the fastest calculating devices called computer. Yes, of course, the computer is the fastest calculating device of this time. We will discuss that how the man reached up to the present age of computer. It's not done in a day. It took a long time. Please see the picture of abacus. Where it is? Page 6 of your computer book. What is abacus? The very first calculating devices invented by man. You don't need to remember more and more about abacus, but in short, you should know. Abacus. It was invented in China. First of all, it was invented in China 3,000 or more than 3,000 years ago. Oh my goodness. See the time? Abacus was invented first time in China 3,000 years ago. It was the very first device to count the things. And how you will know about abacus? Very simple. It is a wooden frame. Wooden frame like that. It's a wooden frame with 12 or more than 12 rods and a crossbar which divides these rods into two parts. Have a look of the picture in your book, then you will understand. Two parts. What are these two parts? Number one, the rods above the crossbar and the rods below the crossbar. I will let you know more about abacus, but first of all, have a look into your book, the picture of abacus. So, dear student, I am telling you about abacus. So, each rod in the upper part has two beads and the lower part has 5 beads in it. These upper or lower beads are moved along the rods to solve the calculating problems. It is very necessary for all of you to understand about the history and development In development, there are many things, generations, age of computer, etc., etc. The new model of computer which you have right now, it starts from thousands and thousands of years ago from abacus. After abacus, another device which is called Napier's rods. What is that? I wrote it very shortly. You may have a look of this picture in your book, page number 7. What is Napier's rod? In 1617, John Napier, who was John Napier? A Scottish mathematician. He was belonging to Scotland. So, a Scottish mathematician invented a manual calculating device called Napier's rod or Napier's bones. This word is over here, Napier's bones. Why Napier's rod and Napier's bone? The reason is that it was consisted of about 22 rods, and each rod contained 9 digits from 1 to 9. This machine was really very famous of that time. Why? The reason was that this device was especially used from multiplication, a big invention of that era. Number 3, Pascaline. This device is known as the Pascaline, and also it is called Pascal's calculator. It was the first known automatic calculating machine called Pascaline, or as I told you, Pascal's calculator. It was invented in France in 1642 by Blaise Pascal. This is the name of that person, Blaise Pascal, very famous person in the history of computer. Why? The reason was that this man, Blaise Pascal, he was only 19 years old. Only 19 years old at that time. Please see its picture on page 7 of your computer book. Really amazing. Think about that. He was a boy of 19 years old. And what did he do? He invented such a fantastic calculating machine which is known as automatic calculating machine of that time. So dear students, we have finished 3 devices of the history of computer. Now, number 4, difference engine. Let me tell you shortly about difference engine. There was a person, his name was Charles Babbage. See, in the early 18s, Charles Babbage, an English mathematician. He designed a machine for calculating mathematical formulas called difference engine. Difference engine is really a hallmark in the history and development of our computer. The reason is that at that time Charles Babbage could not complete his work successfully on difference engine, but he worked a lot, and due to the lack of technology of that time, why 18th century of that time, due to the lack of technology, Charles Babbage could not complete his work successfully. Some parts of the engine could not be made properly, so Babbage had to give up his project after spending a lot of time and money. See, he spent a lot of time and his money on difference engine. But what happened? After passage of time, the time was passing, and after passage a long time, when the other engineers came over there and they saw the work of difference engine, they said, "Oh, it's fantastic, it's a very big invention, and at present the computer which we have at our home, offices, etc., etc., modern computer, this was the idea of Charles Babbage." I wrote this sentence for you. Charles Babbage gave an idea of modern computer, so he is known as the father of computer. Why? Student, as you know that everybody has a father. We have a father, I have a father, you have a father. In the same way, due to the work done by Charles Babbage, all of the persons of that time said that, "Oh, Charles Babbage gave the idea of modern computer, and of course, he is the father of computer." So Charles Babbage is called father of computer. So my dear students, I have finished the calculating devices, and I hope you will remember there, read your book, and let me know if you have any questions in mind. Inshallah, I shall reply you.